I ain't gonna hold you. I believe The Rock. I know it sounds crazy, but I believe The Rock at what he said when he went on Pat McAfee's show and told him, hey, now, wait a minute. Wait just a minute before you guys come at me. I know you guys got the spears ready, the swords ready, the javelins ready, whatever kind of sharp device ready to stab me with because of the crappy outcome of WrestleMania 41. But before you do this, let me just explain to you what actually happened behind closed doors. Dwayne was like, yo, nah, you're not going to put all of that poo-poo on me. Let me tell you what actually happened. So Big Boss calls him and says, look, Dwayne, we need you to show up. Can you do this for me? It'll be nice, so we could get across finish line and we could brag about it. And it'd be another milestone. Yay! More money. So The Rock did it. He acquiesced, being, one of the big company guys that he is, being a board member. He said, yeah, why would, of course I'm going to do it. So he was faced with the task of trying to put something together, to string something together to make it make sense on the way to WrestleMania. And it makes sense to me now that I think about it, because he can't be lying, because remember, we gave him all this shit when he went out there, and I think it was what was it, Royal Rumble, or I don't remember. Oh no, it was Netflix. It was around the Netflix debut. And the internet fans gave him all this crap, all this grief, because he was basically kayfabe with Cody. They went through this year-long feud, and then at the start of the year, he basically was singing Kumbaya with Cody. He's a great guy. Oh, he went to Moana. We was this, we was that. And he even had a gray beard. Remember that? The Rock really, I think, came out there to say, this is me tying a bow on the final boss. I'm out of here. Deuces. Look at I have a gray beard. When the last time you see me with a beard? So he goes out in the crowd, hugs Cody, the whole thing. It pissed fans off. Now it makes sense why he did all of that, because he wasn't trying to come back after that. So when the bat phone goes off, or the red phone goes off, and it's Ari Manuel, the head of TKO, you got to answer the phone. Wait, in the beginning, I thought he was being petty, stepping outside of it to let John Cena sink on his own, basically exposing him as the fraud he's always been, as a top star, greatest of all time, all this garbage that we've been fed by Michael Cole and the others over the last several years. I thought it was more on the lines of that, but the reality is he wasn't supposed to be a part of any of this. And furthermore, Cena was the one that opted to turn at the Elimination Chamber, not at WrestleMania. So that, ta-da, there you go. None of this had anything to do with The Rock, basically. He was just the biggest fixture of it, because he's the biggest star out of both of those guys. As big as Cody is, as big as Cena is, and as much as they have been hyping up the Cena train all these years, Cena couldn't get this storyline over. He couldn't elevate it. But he's supposed to be the greatest of all time. Come on, child, please. He's just a guy. He's a creation. John Cena's always been a creation, man. Great student. Maybe the greatest student. You know what I'm saying? But just because you can follow directions and do something really well after you did that doesn't make you a visionary, a true talent all the time. It just makes you a really good worker. That's what John has always been, a good steward. So I think The Rock was telling the truth. I think he was smart to save himself, put himself in self-preservation mode, because his reputation is that's his equity, his reputation. So he he said, nah, man, I'm not gonna put myself. He said, look, man, I was put into something that I wasn't never intended to be a part of. And even when I stepped out of it, they still had 6 weeks to get it together. And they didn't. That's the truth. That's not, it's not about throwing someone under the bus or this or that, because if you want to be fair, he's the one that's being thrown under the bus because he's the biggest star. He has to face the brunt of it, even though he had no intentions to be a part of any of it. So, nah, man, this wasn't none of my imaginations. I didn't create any of this. Choose your venom wisely. Turn it toward the right guy, your favorite guy that you guys all love to blow smoke up his ass all the time. Paul Levesque, Triple H. He booked this shit. So I'm with The Rock on this. I can't believe I'm saying it. Given, like I said on this channel, some of my highest videos is criticizing The Rock. But I like to call a spade here. It ain't about sides for me. I don't play the tribal games over here. I don't play my team, this team. I don't play teams. I'm truly a lone wolf when it comes to my opinions and my thoughts. And I call a spade. And homie telling the truth.